What is Bitcoin? Is it doomed? And should you even care about it anymore? That is what we're going to talk about in today's video. This is day 8 of 100 Days of Finance, where the entire goal is to give you more personal finance education in 100 days than most people receive in their lifetime. As always, my name is Derek and I got my degree in finance, so you don't have to. Let's get right into the video. So first and foremost, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that allows people to send and receive payments without a central authority, such as a bank or a government. It was invented all the way back in 2009 by an anonymous individual or group under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. And at its core, that is all that Bitcoin is. We do need to remember that. It is us humans who give it more or less value, more or less meaning. Now, Bitcoin works by using technology known as blockchain, and blockchain is basically a decentralized recording of all of Bitcoin's transactions in a transparent and secure manner. When a person sends a Bitcoin payment, the transaction is broadcast to a network of Bitcoin users who then verify and confirm the transaction. These transactions are grouped into blocks, which are added to the blockchain. They then become permanent and tamper-resistant. This blockchain technology is the life-altering concept behind Bitcoin. And at the end of the day, this is what people were and are still fascinated by. Also important, one of the key features of Bitcoin is its limited supply. There will always only be 21 million Bitcoin available. That will never change. And this cap on total supply ensures that Bitcoin remains scarce. This limited supply, along with growing demand, has led to a significant increase in Bitcoin price over the years. Another important aspect of Bitcoin is its decentralization. Unlike traditional currencies, which are controlled by governments and central banks, Bitcoin is governed by its users. There is no central authority that can control the supply or manipulate the value of Bitcoin. This decentralization also makes Bitcoin resistant to censorship, as there is no central point to control or lock down. Kind of. There still can be, and has been, regulation. And in a sense, nothing is truly censorship-free or free of regulation. And again, some people may actually welcome regulation, since that may make it appear more safe to the general public. And perceived safety may increase wider adoption. Now, Bitcoin does have some advantages over traditional payment. It allows for fast, secure, and relatively low-cost transactions, without the need of intermediaries, like banks or payment processors. But it also uses a ton of energy, and there are other cryptocurrencies that tend to do all of those things as good or better. Okay, but should you even care? Is Bitcoin even worth tracking at this point? Well, there are smart people, smarter people than me, on both sides of that argument. So all I can do is give you my opinion. I was around when Bitcoin took off in 2016 and 2017, and I saw the entire thing collapse a year later. And 5 years after that, lo and behold, it recovered and grew. And then it did the exact same thing and imploded. That is worrisome. But at the same time, Bitcoin has seemed to survive, and that cannot be said for most coins. And on top of that, when you look at Bitcoin's history, this just seems to be how it grows. It explodes, and then it contracts, and then it explodes, and then it contracts. And it has done that since its inception. But when you look at the entire lifelong chart, it's gone nowhere but up. Regardless, I think Bitcoin will continue to be something in the news and something to monitor for the foreseeable future. But on the flip side, it is still a very speculative asset, which could implode at any time. So what do? I keep only a very small portion of my money in speculative assets. So if the worst case scenario does happen, my life won't change at all. Now, this might not help me become a billionaire overnight, but as they say, you diversify to stay wealthy. And in the long term, that is the name of the game. I hope this video was easy to watch, informative, and enlightening. And in tomorrow's video, we are going to be discussing what the stock market actually is. Because I feel like a lot of people know what the stock market is without actually knowing what the stock market is. So that video is coming tomorrow as we continue our journey of 100 Days of Finance. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification if you haven't yet so you don't miss the next video. Again, my name is Derek and I got my degree in finance, so you don't have to. I love this stuff. It's been my passion for over a decade, and I love being able to share that with you. I will see you in tomorrow's video.